afternoon, good evening, all the members around the world. Say greetings to you. Today, I want us to look at the settings for $300, $400, $500, and $1,000. Okay. We are looking at the settings for 300, 400, 500, and $1,000. Now these are the people who have in capital of at least 1 million and plus. It is 1 million. Okay, let's look at the calculator. Where is my calculator? The $300 times 300, 650. That is 1 million and 95,000. 1,095,000 Ugandan shillings. Then if you have 400, it is 400 times 3,650. That is 1.46, roughly 1.5. Then if you are with $500, it is 500 times 3,650. That is 1.8 million Ugandan shillings. If you have 1,000, it is 1,000 times 3,650 Ugandan shillings. That is 3.65 Ugandan shillings in millions. If you are in Nigeria, you can multiply by the dollar rate. You can go to Google and search about the current dollar rate. If you are in Ghana, the same. Go and search $1 and multiply by that amount. And other countries, they follow the same, like South Africa. Also get the South African rand for $1 and multiply by $1,000 or $400 or $500. You will get the answer. Okay, back to our settings. Now what you do, you first go to your trading view, do your analysis, mark the points, the swing high and the swing low. This one will help you to determine the market. It means the market will be moving in around this area. Okay. After getting the entry, calculate the margin calls. The entry is always at order blocks. Calculate the possible margin drop to the discount zone and consider it with this swing high. Make your trade in a cycle and make sure you set the highest. Now this is the highest. This is the highest buy and this will be the lowest buy. You set them in your lower two. After setting that, then you determine how much capital you want to invest there. If it is 300, you set the margin call drop of at least 40% drop. And your first buy, for this case, we are going to use $100 as our first buy. If you have only $100, you will find another way as your capital. This is for the serious traders with 1 million and plus Ugandan shillings. And in the dollars, we talk from $300 and above. Okay, let's go to our LHU and we see the settings. I'm going to start with the settings for $300. Yes, now we open our LHU. After opening our LHU, let's set the strategy. Let us set our strategy. Now, when you are setting the strategy, you open up your LHU. After opening up your LHU, you tap on mine. Yes, mine is here. You tap on mine. After tapping on mine, you go to my strategy settings. My strategy settings. It is here. My strategy settings. After going to my strategy settings, let's first delete these settings. To delete, you tap on this is the delete button. You see, this is the delete button. Okay, now let us delete these ones because you want to set strategies for. Okay, if you don't have any strategy, you will find the word add strategy now, add it now. But for this case, since we have already added our strategies, we just come here, we tap on the plus sign. Okay, and when we tap on our plus sign, we are required to add a strategy. Okay, then we will name our strategy, remark. We are going to start with $300. You write there 300 settings. 300 settings. Okay. Our first buy-in is $100. We are going to use 20 margin calls. On margin call limit, we are going to put 20 margin calls. Margin call limit. Then our take profit ratio is 2%. And then the callbacks, this is 0.01. Even the buy-in callback 0.01. Okay. And even the sub-position take profit callback also 0.01. We are going to be trading on cycle. Now the important part, we go to margin configuration. And for margin configuration, we are going to use the drop of 2%. 2% throughout, okay? Because we want a drop of 40. That is 2% drop times 20. That will be 40. The whole of here we put 2. I put 2. Yes, that is done. From 20th call to first call, is 2% drop. Then we have the multiple buy-in ratio. The multiple buy-in ratio, we are going to use, we want our robot to be buying $10. Now, since our first buy-in is $100, we get 100. We get 100. Okay. We get 100. We multiply by 0.1. The answer is going to be $10. Okay. Hope everyone understand this. Yes. So that means here we are going to put 0.1. 0.1. No? 0.1. 0.1. Even here 0.1, because we want every drop our robot to buy $0.2, buy $10. It is 0.1 times the first buy-in, which is $100. 0.1 0.1. Yes, 0.1. 0.1. 0.1. 0.1 and 0.1. Okay. That means if it is buying $10, it is $10 times 20. That is $200. That's the first buying amount of $100, and that makes a total of $300. This is a good core drop. It is recommended to be used for cycle trades. Okay. After putting there a drop of 20%, we come here on distributed and take profit allocation. We want for margin call, from the fifth margin call, our robot will be giving us 2% independent. The take profit for margin calls, it means it's going to be giving us 2% of $10. Okay, it is 2% of $10. 2%, $10, 2%, 2%, 2%, 2%. The 20th call also 2% of $10. We confirm. That is it. Now that means whenever we are setting a coin and we have our $300, what we will change? We will change only the advanced settings and the first buy-in. The rest they are set in our trade setting. Then after doing everything on strategy, we'll save the strategy. Okay, now the strategy is saved, and the name of the strategy is 300 settings. Okay, now let's also do settings for $400. Okay, we come on the plus sign, we remark, we put $400 settings. I think $400 settings. We also want our first buying to be $100. Margin call limit 20, the same. Take profit, we want to take 2%, 2.01%. The callback 0.01. Buying callback also 0.01. Okay, wherever you see the callback, put 0.01. We want our robots to buy faster and sell faster. Then margin configuration, the same, 2% drop. Put 2, put 2, put 2, put 2, 2 here, and 2 here, 2 here, 2, 2. Drop of 2%. Two percent drop. 2%. Okay. Then we are going to put 0.15. That means it is 0.5 times our first buying amount. Okay, it is 0.15 times $100. That means our robot will be buying $15 every drop for margin calls. And whenever it is buying $15, for 10 margin calls, that is $150, and for 20 margin calls to buy 300 margin calls, $300 plus the first buying of $100, that makes it $400. So if you have $400 and you want to set your robot with 400 settings, this is the strategy to use. 0.15, 0.15, 0.15, 0.15. 0.15. Uh, 0.15, 0.15, 0.15, 0.15, 0.15, and here 0.15. Confirm, and we go to distributed and take profit allocation. That means whenever a robot is buying, is selling these margin calls, it will be giving us 2%. It is 2% of $15. Okay, 2% of $15. Okay, 2% of $15. 2% of $15. The settings of the robot are very easy. 2% of $15. 2% of the $15. 2% the $15. Okay, we confirm and we save. This is settings for $400. Okay, this is settings for $300, and this is settings for $400. Now let's make also settings for $500. Most of you are asking settings for $500. We go to the plus sign, and then remark. A remark, we put $500 settings. Our first buying is $100. Margin call limit 20. Take profit 2.01. Supposition callback 0.01. Our buying callback 0.01. Supposition take profit callback 0.01. It is trading on a cycle. Margin configuration. The drop is 2%. Fill out. You want a call drop of 40%. At least 40%. This settings for 500 settings, $500. It is 2. Then 2 and 2 and 2 and 2. We are using 2%. 2% drop. Okay, now since we want to now if we want our robot to buy $20 at $20, and our first buy-in is $100. And that means if we want our robot to buy with $20, we are going to use 0.2. 0.2 times 100 as our first buy-in. The answer is $20. So we want our robot to buy $20, and our first buy-in is $100. It means here we 0.2. Even here 0.2. Even here 0.2. And here 0.2. Here also 0.2. Here 0.2. And here 0.2. And here 0.2. Here our robot will be buying $20 for margin calls. You understand? 0.2, 0.2, 0.2, 0.2, 0.2, 0.2, 0.2, 0.2, 0.2, 0.2, 0.2, 0.2, and here 0.2. Okay, we confirm. And then we go to the distributed and take profit allocation. We want to use margin calls also give us 2%. That means it will be giving us 2% of $20. 2% of $20. Can use a calculator and calculate there. 2% of $20. 2% of $20. 2% of $20. 2% of the $20. 2% of the $20. 2% of the $20. 2% of the $20. 2% of $20. Okay, we confirm. We'll use your calculator and calculate what is 2% of $20. It is on cycle. We save our strategy. Okay, that is our strategy. Let us create our last strategy for $1,000. $1,000. The strategy for $1,000. Let's rename it. Remark $1,000 settings. First buy-in also $100. Margin call limit 20. Take profit is 2%. 2.01. All the callbacks 0.01. Buy-in callback 0.01. Subposition take profit callback 0.01. It's like that. You go to margin configuration. This is the main important part. We are using the same drop 2%. 2%. 2%. 2%. 2%, 2%, 2%, 2%, 2%, 2% drop, 2% drop, 2% drop, 2% drop, 2% drop, 2% drop, 2%. Okay, now it is 2% every margin call, 20 margin call, that is 40% drop. Okay, now we want to buy with $40. To buy with $40, it means we are buying $40, 10 margin call, that is $400, 20 margin call, that is $800, plus first buying, that is $900. $100 will be there for emergency. Okay, so to buy $40, yet your first buying is 1,000, you are going to use 0.4, and 0.4 times your first buying of $100, you get $40. That means we will be buying $40. So we come here, we put 0.4, 0.4, 0.4, 0.4, and 0.4, 0.4, 0.4, 0.4, here 0.4, 0.4, 0.4, 0.4, 0.4, 0.4, 0.4. Then we confirm. After confirming, now we go to the distributed and take profit allocation. Now for margin calls, from the fifth margin call, we want the robot to give us 2% of $40, 2% of $40, 2% of $40, 2% of $40, yes, 2% of $40, 2% of $40, 2% of $40. Okay, 2% of $40, 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 and 2% of the $40. We confirm and we save. That is how easy it is to create our strategy. Okay, for a quick review, we have the settings. We have the settings for $1,000. Okay. We have settings for $500. Are we together? And then we also have settings. We have settings for $400. Okay. And when we move down, we can see we also have settings. We also have settings for $300. So these settings, they help us to not be tired when we are setting a coin. So let's say we have made a review, have made market analysis, and we are going to trade a coin like DFUSDT. We come on the search button. search button is here. I will search a coin, DF USDT. Tap on all, it will come like this. Tap on the coin, say I understand, say I create again, say I understand. Okay. When you reach here, remember we are on the spot market. When you reach here, come on the trade settings. When you come on the trade settings, come on manually create. Make sure you are on manually create. Now when you reach here, you need to select the strategy that you want. The strategy, you change it from here. If you want 1000 settings, what you need to do, you come here and you tap on my strategy here, and if your settings is for 1000, you tap on 1000 to the top. If you tap on 1000, all the settings will come for 1000. If you go to like margin call, these are settings for 1000. Okay. Then if you want the strategy for 500, you come, you tap on the 500 strategy, which is here. All the settings for 500 will come. You come to margin configuration. Here are settings for $500. Okay. If you want settings for $300, you come there, my template, and you look for your 300 strategy. Tap on the 300 strategy. All the settings will come. Now from here, what you will need to do is to come on advanced settings. Okay. You always check the first buying amount. Okay. Always check the first buying amount. It is here. Always first check the first buying amount. Then the next thing is to check on advanced settings. These are the advanced settings here. Come on the advanced settings. Okay. When you tap on advanced settings, I think the strategy is on a cycle. Okay. The strategy is on cycle. Can you see this cycle? That is the strategy period cycle. Now when you are on a cycle, I always go to trading view and get the lowest price and the highest price. This is the lowest price for the robot to buy, and this is the highest price, okay, for the robot to buy. I repeat, this is the lowest price. You get it from your trading view. Okay, you get it from your trading view. I think I have taught you on how to do it. Then this is also the highest price. These are swing points, or the highest, the previous high, and the previous lowest points of that coin. After doing that, you come and you save the strategy and you confirm depending on your strategy. And after confirming, you start your strategy. I hope that is very clear. If you want to set a preset price, you come here and set it. Initial buy. This is the preset price. If you can see where the price will be on the discount zone or the demand zone, what they call the order block, you can set the price that is there. When it comes and that price, it buys. That's how you set a preset price. I hope that is very clear. Okay, it is very important because when the robot is buying margin calls, that's where most of the money is. Okay, that's why we are not changing the first buying of 100. I hope you have understood everything. If you have the question, you can ask, you can comment or call me and ask. That is it, guys. That is for the settings of 300. If in Uganda, 1 million and plus 1 million is 3.65 millions. These are the serious traders. These are the settings. Okay, enjoy your day. I'm out of here.